Look at here, guys. My very first paid BoxyCharm by Ipsy Box has arrived, and we are going to discuss how it differs from my PR BoxyCharm. So if that interests you, stick around and we're going to dive right on into it. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Cher. If you've been around here, you know the same old drill. I do a lot of beauty boxes here. I cover the spoilers, unboxings, try-ons, and reviews on a lot of the popular ones, and I cover Ipsy a lot. Until now, all I have ever really gotten was PR from them. Now, I take that back. I did do paid boxes a long time ago, but for a while now, for several years, I've been getting more PR. So since the two have merged, Ipsy and BoxyCharm, you know, I've never done any paid boxes with them. So I've never seen kind of behind the scenes of the customer service side until now. But I finally got to go through and make my own choices and go through the whole process. And I think that it's really beneficial for me to do this because now I get an understanding of what you guys go through and can help and serve you guys more by seeing kind of the behind the scenes. So I did go for it. I signed up for BoxyCharm, even though that's what I'm getting in PR going forward, I think. I really don't know, honestly, because Ipsy hasn't officially confirmed and for how long we'll get it. I just had another BoxyCharm PR box show up this month for April when we thought the program was ending and we didn't know if we were going to be getting PR or not. So I'm assuming going forward, it's still going to be BoxyCharm, whereas I used to get all three boxes. So I was trying to decide, should I do Glam Bag or Boxy? I was honestly more interested in BoxyCharm. I'm just not as into the deluxe sizes of Glam Bag. And I did do a poll with you guys in my community tab asking, which do y'all prefer? Do you want to see me unbox Glam Bag or Boxy, which would be more helpful? Now, I did know that I absolutely wanted to go for Icon Box during Icon Box months. But during those months, which is seasonal for those of you who are new, you'll do it like every quarter. So we're coming up on the Icon Box in May. And during that month, it will substitute whatever your subscription is. So in this case, I'll be getting Icon Box next month instead of BoxyCharm. But for now, it's not in April an Icon Box month. So it's just going to be, you know, my Boxy. So I've already brought you guys the PR earlier in the month, or I think I did it at the very end of last month, which always helps you guys for your choice period. And I love that it comes. So I've already done that unboxing. I'm going to put that in the end screen so that you can kind of get a feel for it. If you haven't seen my PR, we're going to talk more about like, how is my paid box different though from that PR? We're going to focus a lot on the paid box today, but kind of compare it a little bit to some of the things from PR. So we'll go ahead and start unboxing what I got. So it looks very similar to my PR box. I get the same little brochure in my PR as in the paid one. Looks like spring into self-care, and it tells us a little bit about everything coming up, the products we might be seeing and all of that. So pretty much looks the same. If you're new to Ipsy, you guys, to BoxyCharm specifically, you're going to get 5 full-size items, and it's half and half customized. So you're going to get 2 items that Ipsy picks for you, and then you get to choose 3 items yourself. So you're going to go through and you're going to have several things shown to you that you get to choose. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of put in here. I took a screen recording at the time when I was going through my choice process. So I went ahead and I'll put in there kind of like what it looks like in your dashboard once you've signed up. And so you can see how I had to go through and I was like, oh my gosh, look at all these products. It did open this whole world to me. So in my PR, they choose for us, guys. So a couple of things that are different now is that I did get access to be able to choose complexion products. Well, in PR, they never send us complexion products. We can pretty much bet we're never going to get a foundation. We're never going to get a concealer. It's rare that we even get like bronzers and things like that. If it's things that, you know, are really different for shades. And I think it's just hard for Ipsy to like customize for each creator is what it is. They kind of have like their set mix that they give to their creators. So I've never gotten some of these things, and those are things I need the most, to be honest with you. And so it was nice as a customer to be able to shop complexion products if I wanted to. So the couple of things that Ipsy went ahead and chose for me, they actually chose the Ofra Midi Palette Blossom Blush. I actually already own this because I've gotten it in PR from them a few months ago. So I am seeing, you guys, you know, we see repeat products a lot in like our spoilers at times. And I was able to see as I was scrolling through the choices that yes, there's a lot of repeat products. There's things I get in PR that were going to be a repeat for me to choose from. And this is definitely a repeat for me. But since they don't have my PR profile in the same place as my paid profile, they don't know that necessarily. So they're going to pick what they think is a brand new customer, you know, so I don't know. Let me know, guys, and I'll start to see as I go along further if what they choose for me are ever repeats or if this was just a repeat because of the fact that I'm already getting PR. So if I was a regular customer that wasn't getting PR, I'm curious if what they choose for you, do they keep track of that so they don't keep repeating it for you in the future? That's something I'd like to see and figure out. But anyway, here is this gorgeous palette. Now, of all the things they could have repeated for me, I don't mind that this one is what got repeated because I am in love with this palette. I actually use this as eyeshadow, not just blush and highlight, because it is so gorgeous and popping on the lid. If I can remember, if I can find my reel that I did where I kind of did like multi-use with it, it is so gorgeous. I'll put that in here for you. But yeah, it makes a stunning pink look. This is one of my favorite products I have ever gotten from Ipsy. So I'm either going to, like, I honestly might even hit pan on that other one, which I rarely do. I rarely pan items because I, you know, influencer, makeup artist, I have a ton of makeup, so I don't pan things very fast. But that's one I might pan, and if I do, now I know I have a restock, or it will make a lovely gift. So that's number one thing that Ipsy picked for me. The second thing that they picked for me, which I am so glad about, is the Tula 24/7 Ultra Hydration Day and Night Serum. So I would have picked this for myself, to be honest with you. I do really love Tula, and I'm so thrilled, though, that this is not a repeat item for me because I have recently gotten some PR from Tula themselves, and this is not one of the items. I have gotten more from Tula in the 24/7 line, but not this one. So I am thrilled about it. And this has probiotics and superfoods, a targeted bounce boosting serum that delivers an instant shot of plumping moisture day and night. And it's got the triple hydra complex, which features polyglutamic acid and 3 forms of HA, and also squalane, encapsulated squalane, to leave the skin looking smoother, plumper, and more radiant. So I am really happy with that, with what they picked for me. If the Ofra had not been a repeat, this would have been just amazing. Like, I would have been so happy with Ipsy for what they chose for me, and honestly for the whole box. Okay, moving on. So then that takes me to the next products that I got to choose. So those were the two they chose for me. And I'll show you here on the screen what that kind of looks like. They tell you right there, this is what we're picking for you. Here's your 3 other slots now. So for my 3 other slots, I ended up choosing the Morphe Bacon Set Setting Powder. I always need setting powder. I got this in translucent, and I thought, you know what, I'm curious, why not? And I never, hardly ever, unless it's a really universal setting powder, I don't get a lot of setting powders in their PR boxes. So I went for it. So I am excited to try this one out. See if, yeah, it doesn't have the peel off of it yet. So yeah, I'm curious. You know, Morphe's like kind of coming back in a few places. So I'm very confused because they kind of bit the dust for a while. All right, so I'm excited about that, some baking powder. Then I chose, can't even remember what I chose, guys. Okay, yeah, I think these are the extras. All right, because I got some add-ons too, which we'll talk about. So I also got the Tower 28 Lip Jelly, and I got it in the shade Pistachio. Now I do have a Tower 28 lip jelly already, but I don't have this shade. So I thought, you know, of all the things I would have wanted in the box that I didn't get in my PR box, this is the one. So I am really happy about that. and it looks like a fun color. It says pistachio, but I'm a little confused why. Like, I would think that would be the color, like kind of green, not pink. So I don't get that, but I do love these. I like the Tower 28 lip jellies, so I'm happy to have another one. Okay, and then this was my last choice. I love Yenza Beauty. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, I have to have it. This is the Luxe Lip Oil. I do own one of these. I think I may have gotten it in a trendy box, or no, I own more of a lip gloss. I don't think I own the lip oil. So this will actually be a first product for me. But I love that brand. So that was definitely no question. And I'm also a huge lip oil person too. So I had to pick it. So overall, fantastic box for me. And so my thoughts on it are that I love getting to choose. It definitely made the box better getting to choose. And also I did fill out the questionnaire, like, you know, the customer profile. And Ipsy does ask you, you know, what are things you don't want to receive? And you can tell them, I want to receive this very often, or ever so often, or never, you know. So I was able to go in and kind of tell them the types of things I want to see, the types of things I don't care about and don't want to see. And, you know, you put in your complexion and all of that, your colors and shades. So it seems like for the first box, they kind of listened. I think so. We'll see how it goes over time, because I've heard from some of you guys that they don't always listen. So, but for my first box, I am thrilled. I think this was amazing. Would I say that I love it more than my PR box? If I hadn't gotten a repeat, I think if I had never gotten PR, because I would not own this if it weren't for Ipsy PR. So pretend I was a customer and looking at it from a customer standpoint, and this was not a repeat for me, and I had just gotten this mix of things and did not own that Ofra, I would have definitely loved my choice box, my paid box, way more than my PR box, because it's customized for me, and it's, you know, over half of it I got to choose for myself. So yes, I think I like the paid better than the PR. And of course we all love PR because we get it for free, right? So from the money perspective, I like the PR better, obviously. But for like my satisfaction and excitement level, definitely was happy with this. I'm really happy they also didn't choose the Natasha Denona palette for me, because that was kind of the other palette, the main palette of the month. And I got that in my PR box. And I would rather have had this one as a repeat, the Ofra, than the Natasha Denona one. Just from I mean, they were both amazing. But so anyway, so speaking of from a money perspective, a couple more things I did want to point out from my experience, and then we'll move on to my add-ons, what I selected. A couple of things I noticed that nobody ever told me, I never knew about, and it's starting to make sense based on some comments you guys have made. You do get charged your, $32 for BoxyCharm. There's a base price. Now you don't pay for shipping if you're in the United States. I can't remember some of the other countries, but you don't get charged for shipping, but there is an extra fee they don't tell you about. And it's like $1.99 or like almost $2, but it's like, it's just under $2. So really the cost of this box, guys, is not $32. It's $34. Yeah, $34. It makes it about $34. So then when you add tax on top of that, you come out to, I don't know, $37 or so, which is almost $40. Sorry, my dog is barking. And I have heard from a few of you guys that have said, it's not 32, mine's like 37. And we were all trying to figure out, gosh, do you just have really high tax? I think it's that hidden fee nobody talks about. So I never knew that until I signed up for the paid box. So that's something I can tell people is, okay, there is a fee. I think it's the packing fee. Yeah, it's like they charge you a packing fee to like collate the box, which I don't understand. Why is that not just built into the cost of the box? I don't understand. But anyway, so there's a $2 fee, guys. that is something I have discovered just primarily through this. And another thing that I learned, which I did already kind of share this in one of my spoilers videos with you recently, but I want to share it here too. This was a tip that one of you guys actually gave me and it worked. So I definitely want to share it, and I'll probably continue sharing this ongoing to help you guys out that are new to it and haven't signed up yet. So when you sign up for BoxyCharm, I think it'll be the case for Icon Box too, you can actually go straight to customizing on the first box, even though many of you guys told me that I couldn't, that you wanted to give it like a good month or so first before you expect to do customizations. But I got a tip that, okay, you have to time it right. So what you have to do is you have to make sure that you sign up within the customization window. So for BoxyCharm, your choice day is from the 1st through the 3rd of every month. Same with add-ons and same with Icon Box. So, but you don't get to choose right away when you first sign up. You got to give it 24 hours to let it process. So once they've processed your new order, new subscription, then go back into your account after 24 hours and make your choices then. So you want to give it enough time to where you've got like a day to process, but then you still have time to customize while the window is still open. And of course, the earlier you go in the window, the more choices are still there. So I signed up on April 1st and I was able to customize on April 2nd. And then the window closes on April 3rd. And I think it closes by like noon. So you kind of want to time it where like you do it the 1st of the month so that you can customize on the 2nd of the month. So that's my little tip there. That's how I was able to do it. And thank you so much for letting me know. I think it was Lily, if I remember that right. So she really saved the day and helped me out because I knew that I wanted to customize Icon Box. And I was going to wait until May for that. But I know that I'm going on my trip, so I just wanted to make sure everything was squared away first, you know. So anyway, that was another little tip. Okay, here is the next tip. I was able to see all of the options in there. You have access to this entire member store. So I scrolled through some of the items in there in the member store. A lot of them are repeats that I've already gotten in PR before, but there's some that like I never got the chance to get. So at any point that I would like to purchase these items, I can at a discounted price. So all of this whole world opened up to me. I saw they have mystery bags in there. There's the drop shop. There's a 50% off summer sale going on. So many new like sales and deals that I can access, you know, now that I have signed up as a customer. So I really do see all of these perks that everybody's told me about. It's not just the base box itself, even though I'm super happy with the base box also. So then that brings us to the add-ons, and I was able to shop all the add-ons this time. And so what happened was I started scrolling and I said, oh my gosh. And I was like, I want that and that and that and that and that. And I know Jill out there, she warned me. She said, okay, go easy, you know, just be careful to, you know, make strides. Don't go crazy on the add-ons yet. So I only got like 3 little things, and there's different categories. So what they do is you can add on things while you're, you know, selecting your box. And you just add on items. They're a discounted price, but it's going to cost you extra on top of the price of the subscription box, right? So you have different categories. Some are as low as like, I want to think $6 might have been the cheapest one. And then there was like a $12 category. So, you know, you could have different price levels. And so, you know, some are a little more luxe than others based on their sizes too. So I kind of stuck more to the smaller prices, but there were some I couldn't resist. So I only got 3 little things this time, but they were things I wanted. So the first one, I think I already hinted to you guys. This is the Beauty Boost item for April, which I know you guys also told me I can select something different if I do Beauty Boost. And I haven't signed up for Beauty Boost yet. I think we'll see over time. But this was going to be the Beauty Boost item. Now this is a mini size of it though. I think you guys are getting a more full size, but this lets me try it. And it was only, I think it was in one of the smaller prices too. And this, I definitely wanted this. So I went ahead and just got it as a smaller size as add-ons to kind of go ahead and try it. And then maybe eventually it'll show up where I can just select it, you know, for a good deal. So I was really excited about that. I love my Tatcha. Love my Tatcha. It's the Indigo Overnight Repair. So super excited about that. Another thing I got was the Jo Malone cologne. This is the Wood Sage and Sea Salt. So I got this because I knew this was one of the spoilers for Glam Bag, and we had been talking about it in our spoilers video, and so many of you guys raved about this that I thought, while it was so cheap for this, it was just a little sample, you know, I thought, well, this will let me try it, and then I haven't gotten the whole thing and wasted a whole product or something if I don't like it, because I'm not usually a woody scent, and it seems like this is going to be woody. It says windswept walks along the beach and the mineral scent of rugged cliffs. It has sea salt, fresh and spirited in wrapping as its characteristics. The top notes are ambrette seeds, heart notes are sea salt, and the base is sage. So I just wasn't sure it could go either way. We'll go ahead and try it and see what I think, because you guys I did not hear one negative word about this. So let's see what we think. Oh, I do like it. Yeah, that doesn't seem woody to me, y'all. It's very, no, it's lemon fresh. It's like, I mean, it doesn't really have lemon, does it? Maybe it's the sage. I definitely get the sea salt though. Definitely very like kind of aquatic mineral, but fresh. Solar fresh is what I get. I don't get woody at all. Yeah, it's not like woody earthy. It's very, yeah, sea salt and fresh. I love it. So I'm so glad you guys recommended it to me or told me it was a good one, because I probably would skip over it with notes like this, but no, I am very impressed. So I'm glad I picked it up on the add-on, so I was able to try it. And then the last thing I could not resist is the Natasha Denona I Need a Rose lipstick. So I already know I absolutely love her lipsticks. They are probably my favorite lippies. They are incredible. They are so like hydrating, they last, they're pigmented, they are just gorgeous. So, and I love that shade. It's like this very light pink. Gorgeous. Okay, so I think it was in the $6 category maybe. I'm gonna put it in my screen here for you, and you kind of see what it looked like as I was shopping for it. But yeah, I think it might have come in the $6 category. If not, it was maybe the 12, but I couldn't pass it up. These are normally, I want to think, in the $20 or $30 range maybe for these lipsticks. So you're getting such a deal. I mean, to get like a Natasha Denona for, I mean, it's what, like 50% off at least? You're never going to get those kind of sales in the retail stores, you know? So definitely an amazing deal to get things in add-ons and in the member store, and yeah, all these perks. So I've learned so much. Thank you to everybody that has suggested that I do a paid box and all the perks I'll get. Definitely happy with it. So yeah, I think that's everything. I tried to take notes on like what I wanted to tell you in the process that I learned. So we're going to continue to see as time goes on. I'm really interested to see if I get repeats a lot, that kind of thing. So yeah, but that wraps it up, guys. And I hope this was kind of helpful for you too, especially if you're a new Ipsy shopper or you've been eyeing it. Some of these behind the scene things I've been able to tell you that I haven't been able to tell you from PR. So yeah, so excited, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed that, and I look forward to more. Definitely stick around here because I'll be bringing you both the unboxings each month. So next month, hopefully I'll still be getting BoxyCharm and PR. Hopefully it comes before I leave for my trip, but I don't know. It's just going to depend on when Ipsy gets it to me. If not, then I'll be waiting a week till I get back. And then I'll be also getting my first paid icon box. So we'll have both of those to unbox for you, and I will continue to look for the spoilers. And if you haven't checked out my spoilers videos for May yet, I have all the boxes out there and Beauty Boost. You don't want to miss it. Go check it out. Pop the subscribe so you don't miss all the fun. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.